What's up guys, Snowy Minotaur here. Today, I am once again making another video talking about Party Royale. And this is actually kind of a part 2 to a video which I made around the ending of last season, Chapter 4, Season 2. You guys can go check out that video if you want to get some context to where what I talked about in that video, because a lot of bad things happened in that video. And, well, consider this a part 2, because I left out a few things in that video, and also there's been some more interesting updates with the Party Royale community and just the game mode in general. So I don't know where to really start, and you know what? I know where we're gonna start. We're gonna start with the game mode being dead, because yes, that is the title of the video. I personally feel like the game mode is now officially dead. Not only is it the deadest game mode in Fortnite as of right now, but I can't really show it right now because as of this video recording, the player counts have actually been disabled for some reason. We don't know the exact reason as of why, but it is what it is until this point, until they add it back. But trust me, it is the deadest Fortnite game mode ever in this game right now. It's deader than Team Rumble, and if you don't count the creative maps, which I do not count those at all, then this is the deadest game mode in Fortnite. Not only that, the game mode is actually currently broken as of this video recording. Now, we're getting an update to when this video goes live. I don't know when it's I don't know if they fix this or not, but I'll show an in-game footage of what I'm talking about here. And it's me going into a lobby, but as you can see, it boots me back to the main lobby. I can't even get into a game, and it says a matchmaking error, and it's very strange. They did actually acknowledge this on their Fortnite status, and keep in mind, this has actually been over a month of this. Now, I'm not expecting them to fix it like instantly, like at ASAP or whatever, but I found it pretty interesting that they actually acknowledged that Party Royale exists, because for those who don't know, this game mode has not been updated in like the longest time, and it's really strange to me that they would keep in this game mode for them even knowing that it's broken right now. It's just like, why would you keep in the game mode that is currently not working? You could have just disabled the game mode. I know there would have been a lot of people pissed off being like, oh, I can't flex my rare Black Knight skin, or I can't simp for the rubies or Chun-Li's in Party Royale, which we'll talk about that in a little bit here. But here's the thing, people, this would not have been the first time that they probably would have gone forward with this, because they have disabled this game mode in the past. But again, it's very strange that they didn't do it this time around, which is very odd. I do think that would have been the more appropriate thing to do, instead of keeping in the game mode to when they even know that it is very much broken. If this isn't proof in the pudding of what I've been saying in the past, that this game mode needs to be removed, then I don't know what else to say. Like, this game mode is not only very outdated to where the servers aren't even working in it anymore, but this is more proof in the pudding, just like how I said that the game mode should be removed, because just look at this shit. Like, how can you tell me that this game mode's in a good state? Sure, you can still get into lobbies, but I will show footage of one which I got into. Literally the first game I hopped into. And as you can see, there already is a toxic player in the lobby. Like, what a joke. This is how bad the community has gotten, and it's really sad that these types of individuals exist and they got nothing else to do with their time. But speaking of which, we gotta talk about another big problem and another big situation that has actually happened, and that is the content creation. Because I honestly feel like content creation inside of Party Royale is getting worse by the minute. Now, I'm not going to be naming names of these people, but I will be trying to explain what their videos are essentially. So I've stumbled upon a really bad YouTube channel. I'm not going to say who it is, obviously, for obvious reasons, but this person literally shows Fortnite characters' ass cheeks, female characters, keep in mind, in front of the thumbnail, and you can tell that it's in Party Royale, and the only reason why they do it is to get views and subscribers. That's the only reason. And by the way, I checked through their channel, this is the only way that they can actually get views, which is honestly extremely disgusting. If you're gonna sexualize a Fortnite character for views and subscribers, you got a really bad problem. And I never got the chance to talk about the simps in Party Royale, because they are some of the strangest people in here. Like, they are very strange. They basically go after any Fortnite female skin in there, more or less Chun-Li, Ruby, and any of them essentially. And they do some of the strangest emotes in front of them. They do like Fandangle, I know Eagle's one of them, and then they ruined like emotes like Gangnam Style and like Ride the Pony. They have done so many bad things to there, it's ridiculous, and it's honestly disgusting, and those people really need to get a life. It's really sad that those people have to simp over pixels in a video game. You can say the same thing about me, honestly, with the whole Headhunter and Jenny jokes that have been going around on this channel for the longest time, but that's a running gag on this channel. Oh, but don't worry, young grasshoppers. If you don't like Party Royale simping videos, guess what? You can still find toxic players being toxic to other people, because guess what? That is still happening, and it has gotten even worse now, ladies and gentlemen. And the same person who I actually kind of saw, which I gave a screenshot of last time, I checked on the channel, and guess what? They are still doing it, and yet they are using OG skins and being toxic to players for not having it, which is just pathetic. And people wonder why I stopped making Party Royale videos. Like, I used to love making them, as I've said in the past. Back in like 2020, 2021, I would say that was when the community was in a much better state, and I tried getting back into it in 2022, as I said in my previous video, but obviously it just got way worse, and I just got separated entirely from that community. I am not going to make videos on that game mode ever again inside there. I will make videos like this, though, talking about the game mode and talking about the community, because it has gotten much worse in the past to where people are still getting bullied and harassed, and now it's gotten to the point now where they are flexing banners, or in this case, just being toxic for no reason. I actually stumbled upon a YouTuber who's actually one of the more underrated content creators out there in the Party Royale scene. His name is Assassin Kid. I would highly recommend people go check him out if you want to go see his videos. Pretty good content creator, very underrated. I honestly feel like he's going to blow up, but I stumbled upon some of his videos, and he can't really make a lot of the videos that he wants to make, because almost every time he tries to make a video, he then makes a video talking about these, it's not talking, but essentially exposing these toxic players who are being toxic to him. Like, do people not have a life? This is how they spend their days, by the way, in Fortnite nowadays, is by going into Party Royale, targeting anybody, and then just doing rare emotes on them, or in this case, nowadays, because people want to flex the most random things now, raps, sprays, banners, and emoticons, which is just extremely embarrassing, and it makes you look like a target, man. It does not make you look cool, it just makes you look like an idiot. Oh, but it gets better, people. There is now a way to tell when it's the same person in a lobby using two accounts at the same time. That is right. It's gotten to the point now where people are now flexing two accounts at the same time, and it's the same person. The way you can tell that it is the same person is if two Fortnite skins are essentially standing next to each other, and they're both jumping at the same time and doing the same emotes. One of them walks away, or either be toxic to someone else, or the other one is just standing there doing nothing. It's essentially a flexing NPC, and you can definitely tell that they have zero life whatsoever. But ladies and gentlemen, it's gotten to the point now that content creators are starting to quit making Party Royale content. I've obviously talked about Abdo. He doesn't really make videos in Party Royale anymore. He more or less makes videos in his creative map, which is much better than the original Party Royale game mode, and it's actually updated and you can actually talk to people. But just recently, one of the older content creators and one of the more well-known content creators inside of the Party Royale community has come out and said that he has quit. It's about 2 weeks ago, and you probably know him because he recently just hit 100k subscribers, and it's Snowtex. He actually came out and recently said that Party Royale is just not a good game mode and he's quitting making content, which I wish him the best of luck, because I generally don't blame him. I do feel like that was probably the best move that he could probably do with his channel, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are now starting to see and realize just how bad Party Royale is. As I've said in the past, it's worse than the comp community with how toxic they are, and it's crazy to me that people will defend this game mode. They will defend this community and say that there's no toxic people at all. Do I even need to comment about the simp players again? As I've just mentioned, they are just so weird, and I generally don't blame content creators for stepping away from the original Party Royale game mode, because it is so bad now. This is the exact reason to why I stopped making videos on this game mode. I used to love it, and I wish I can go back to that time to where the game mode used to be really good, but it's long gone. And I honestly feel like with all the things that have been happening with this game mode since the beginning of Chapter 4 Season 3 to where it's even broken, you can't even get into lobbies most of the time, I really feel like Epic should just remove this game mode. I really feel like they should, because there are much better options for Party Royale experiences in Fortnite which are in creative than the original game mode, you know? But that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter. Oh, sorry, it's now called X now for some reason. That's just a really bad name. But socials are on screen here. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.